Hello, here we are again. I've been to another car boot sale. I've got three lovely little beauties today which I've discovered. We'll start off with this Lesney number 33 Ford Zephyr 6. Really good condition apart from the paintwork. No major cracks or scratches on the windscreen I can see. Box not too bad. Wheels and axles are in good order apart from a little bit of rust on the end. So the chances are I can just clean those up with a little bit of wire wool. Front, as you can see, the only detail is just a bit of silver on the front grille there. And that little car there only cost me 50p today. So like I said in a previous video, you don't have to spend lots and lots of money on these things. Just got to be at the right place at the right time. And I'm really happy that even the tow bar is in excellent condition. Little bit bent downwards. Other than that, really good condition. Marvellous. My other bargain of the day was this 1972 Londoner bus in almost mint condition. Very little damage to the paintwork. The odd little bit of wear on the corners there. Other than that, absolutely perfect. Stickers are still fully intact and in good condition. Still a nice bright vibrant colour. There's a little bit of underspray in the back there, but that was a manufacturing error by the looks of it. Just see in the corner there where it's a little bit on the orange side. Obviously when they spray these things, that was one of the more difficult places to get to. But in its original condition, that is a really good little bus. I have several of these now. That is one that I shall be keeping in that condition. I do have a spare empty box, mint condition box for one of these. So that will go nicely with that. And that there cost me £2 today. A little bit more than I usually spend on these things, but because of the excellent condition, I thought it was worth it. So yeah, and it runs nice and free as well. Yeah, really pleased with that. Now this one here, I haven't seen one of these for, well, a very long time. I think I was a kid the last time I saw one of these. I believe this was made in the very early 60s, as the Ford Zephyr was. Now this is a Leyland Royal Tiger coach. Again, a Lesney product. I can't quite work out if the colour is like a blue or like a lilac colour. Not quite sure what I'm going to do. It's going to be very difficult for me to match up this colour. I can't imagine me ever finding a spray can that's going to be this colour. I'm going to have a good look around. Failing that, it's not in too bad a condition. I might just need to pop it apart because the inside, I don't know if you can see that, is actually bent a little bit. There's no rivets on this model. You've got two little pins here that actually slot into a hole either side. So it's obviously pressed in, and there's a tab just at the back there. So you slot the back in and you just firmly grip it into the sides. Now to get this undone, I'm going to have to splay the side of the coach out, just pull the chassis off, and it does look a little bit bent, so that probably just needs straightening out. With the axles, I think I shall probably just take them off, just uncrimp the ends there with a pair of pliers, and then just go over them with a bit of steel wool or some very fine grit emery paper, a bit of wet and dry, and they should come up really well. The tyres are really good. They're quite a good, nice black, and as I've got it apart, I don't know if you can see that slight discoloration of fading of the windscreen. I'm sure I can get that to buff up pretty good as well. There is the occasional small tiny scratch, but this thing is older than I am. I've just looked at the date of issue of these. They're about 1961 to mid 60s, so it's very old. You're not going to get a perfect windscreen for these. The reproduction ones for these are not available. I've just had a quick look. I can't seem to find any at the moment. I'll keep on looking through various websites, but I do like to keep them as original as possible. But as you can see, it barely moves. Not like the more modern of the with the super fast wheels. They move a lot easier. Whereas these, they barely move. Even this one here that's got, see, they just barely move these things. So this will be a nice little challenge for me. Again, there is a detailed grille, just painted a silvery colour. what I might do is when I get to do this, I might just have a look for reference at the rear, see what colour lights these are supposed to be. I might even do the lights. Very unusual for a coach to have fins. It'd be like the old Zodiac, wasn't it? Used to have fins, and the American muscle cars from the early 1950s Chevys and that. But I don't think I've ever seen a coach with fins like that. So I don't know, I'm quite looking forward to doing that. I haven't seen one being restored yet on any of the YouTube sites. What I'll do is have a type in and see what comes up. It's usually helpful to give me a few hints as to even how to mix the colour up. If I need to mix the colour up with this, I might have to invest in an airbrush for this one. So we'll see. So that's the 3 models today that I purchased from a car boot sale. Again, that one there was 50p, so a grand total of £3 for those wonderful vehicles, and I am very, very pleased. So that one there, nothing to be done. That one there, a little bit of restoration. If I can't match up the paintwork, I might even just want to straighten up the bottom and clean up the plastic insert. I might just even leave it as original as I can. It doesn't really need an awful lot doing, just clean it up a little bit. Whereas this one here, it is a shade of green. Not quite sure what shade of green, but again I'll have to try and match something up, like a greeny blue colour. If not, if I can't find this colour, some of the purists out there say will probably swear at me and call me all sorts of unfriendly names, but I might even do it a different colour. I think, to be honest, I seem to remember a relative of mine having a car very similar to this, and it was a grey colour and also a white colour, so I might even do a nice white colour. It's got a nice white interior. Yeah, I did a Mercedes SL, a nice white colour. I think that will probably suit this model. I don't always take them back to the original colour because obvious reasons. I can't always match them up because I rely on spray cans. It's very difficult to find a spray can exactly that colour. So there you go. So not sure which one I'll probably do first. I'll probably just try and repair this one first. It's going to be quicker. This one here will go straight into the display cabinet as it is next to its brand new box. Can't remember how I got hold of this brand new box, but it is a mint condition 1972 original Londoner box. So that will stand next to that one. I'm really going to have to make a video about the models I've got at the moment, because some people have asked me, what sort of cars I do and what I have done in the past that I haven't videoed. So I think I'm going to do a short video, 10 minutes or so, as to what I've got in the cupboard in my display cabinets. So there you go. So that's the 3 little treasures I picked up from the car boot sale today. And like I keep repeating, like a broken record, don't spend vast amount of money on them. You do get some dealers say, oh no, it's very, very rare, it's 50, 60 years old, they didn't make very many. These you see all the time, these you see all the time. I haven't, like I said, this is the first one I've seen, so I was prepared to pay a little bit more for it, but as it was 50p, so I'm laughing. That again 50p, and as I say, £2 because of that excellent condition. So yeah, I am more than pleased. Just haggle. If you think something's too much, just haggle. Just because it's old doesn't mean to say it's really, really valuable, especially when it's in this sort of condition. Literally a pound or so. I wouldn't pay any more than £1 for that. It's really not worth it. A gentleman last week had a model, I can't remember what it was now, a Mercury I think it was, one of the American versions, and he wanted £5 for it, and it was in worse condition than that. So I just say no, straight away, draw your limit, know how much you were going to spend, and stick to it. So there you go. So hopefully in the next video you'll see me having a go at repairing this one. So until then, I bid you farewell and thank you for watching.